We'll be all official. Okay, welcome to tonight's training. We are in Director Bound week number 2, and whether or not you're looking for moving up the career plan with Pampered Chef, this is a great series to get you guys helping to build a much stronger business. So Jasmine is brand new. Hey, you saw us there. She's brand new to Pampered Chef. She just joined us a couple of weeks ago, and so she is here and on this call tonight. So thanks for joining us. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about how to get a full calendar. So on our call last week, we mentioned that you have to do enough shows to get in front of enough people, either live or virtually, to be able to share the business opportunity. And it's the whole enough. And to get to the magic number for director of 5 team members and 5,000 in team sales to get you guys there. All right, let me see if I can get this thing to move forward with me. There we go. All right, so who had success adding bookings? We know Melanie added a fundraiser from our call last week. Did anyone else get any shows booked on their calendar? I know Jasmine and I booked her launch party, so that counts. Anyone else book any shows, Chris? Julia?
No.
Nothing official. I have like.
Can you guys hear me?
We can, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Your volume is really low. I can barely hear you. So.
Oh, let me turn is my volume good for everybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
All right, it's just you. It's fine.
I
Okay.
booked my mom's party.
All right. When is she doing hers?
February 10th.
Okay. I add you to my board. So
My dates have changed since I sent it to you.
Do what?
I said my dates have changed since I sent them to you the other day.
Yeah, as you book parties, send them to me so I can update my calendar. Julia, you still have a party on the 3rd, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's when we're doing Jasmine's kickoff. We doing your kickoff on the 4th or the 3rd?
On the 4th.
All right. I'm putting you down as a party. I didn't move it to here yet. Cool. What this does is it helps me to be able to coach you guys on how your show went, on who you met, and all that stuff. So I will tell you that I booked 2 parties yesterday.
Yay.
I actually made phone calls because, and this was, sorry, I meant to update my slide. This is an old PowerPoint I keep reusing. So 8 shows for January, 8 shows for February. We're going with current months, not past months. It just means I don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay, so your goal is when you're working on a leadership track with Pampered Chef, you want to try to work towards that magic number of 8 shows a month. Those do not have to be all in person, of course. Some of those can be virtual as well. And when you're just getting started, that seems like a scary goal. So start with 1 party a week. Okay, and then once you've got 1 party a week down, 6, 7 weeks, then try to tack in another party until you're at that 2 parties a week. Who did a power hour? Anybody else besides me yesterday? A power hour, Jasmine, because you weren't on the call last week, is where you take time to make phone calls, follow up with emails, customer connection calls, those kind of things, where you just text, reach out, and see how everyone's doing and if they're ready to. Maybe I have to do a power hour?
I did not.
I did not.
Come on, all of you. Smack, smack, smack. Just kidding. But for real. Come on. Power hours are the best thing you can do for your business when it's uninterrupted time. I have a poster on my outside of my door right now that tells my boys I'm on a conference call for them not to enter because they know I'm working. So, I always say that you're going to get out of this business what you put into it. And if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like one. So give yourself the time to put in the work so that way you can see the successes that we have here. Okay, so we talked last week about tracking your contacts, and I had showed you how I do my log where I split the page down the middle and I put half of it for my old contacts, that's people I'm following up with, that maybe I met at a show or that ordered something or whatever, and the other half is for new business. So, sorry, I have to tickle my foot. So as I meet new people when I'm out and about, I might put their name down and their contact information on the other side because you want to be constantly working towards about 50% of new business. so that you can track them. You can track them however you feel comfortable. If you're an electronic person, you can add them to the notes section of your phone. I'm a pen to paper person. I like to see it. I like to go back to it. I like to make notes. But if you're digital, go digital. But do a system that works for you. And the cool thing is you want to be able to track your results. So that was one of the things we were talking about in our workbooks. And Jasmine, I have one of these for you if you want to follow along. In that first part of the workbook, it gives you that whole tracking sheet that tells you how to track your shows. The same principle follows for tracking your contacts, just to kind of keep it in front of you as a way to stay focused and know who to still follow up with and those kind of things. So keeping track of how many people you talked to, how many people you called, how many shows you booked. What that's going to do is it's going to help to give you a ratio. So yesterday, for instance, I made 22 phone calls. That seems like a lot, but only 4 people answered the phone. So I talked to 4 people. I booked 2 shows, so I booked 2 out of the 4 I talked to, and the other 2 are checking dates and wanted me to email them. So right now my odds are looking pretty good, but I also left, 18 voicemails? So you got to be able to know. Do what?
What do you say
When I leave a voicemail? My voicemail will sound something like this. Hey, Melanie, it's Christina with the Pampered Chef. I was just calling to check in and see how your new year was treating you. Give me a call back so I can tell you what's new with the Pampered Chef. If I haven't heard from you in a couple of days, I'll just reach back out and see how everything's going. Hope you're having a great day. That's letting them know I'm going to call them back.
Yeah. And they don't have to call you.
Yeah, they can still call me back, but
Yeah.
I'm telling them I'm going to call them back.
So then what happens?
Maybe they'll call me first. If they're like, oh, I don't want this girl to call me again. Then they'll call me first. Or they'll text, hey, got your voicemail. I'm doing good. And then we'll text. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so tracking them is super important. And we want to make sure that we're offering both opportunities to everyone. And this is something that I usually teach right at the beginning. And usually I flop this. I offer them the business opportunity first. And then I offer them the opportunity to host their own show. Here's why. In general, people want something to say no to so they can say yes to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if you ask them for the question that you think they're going to say no to, being a consultant is a little intimidating sometimes to people. They're like, oh, I can't do what you do. So give them that opportunity first. Oh my gosh, we have this great promotion going on this month where you can join Pampered Chef and earn 50% of your consultant kit back. It is the best time to join. Start off the new year with a great new business. What do you think? They're going to be like, I can't do that. No. Oh, that's totally fine. I get it. You know, it is kind of a little scary, but I am actually looking right now to book a few more parties on my schedule, blah, blah, blah. So if they said no to joining Pampered Chef, chances are they'll be a little bit more easier to say yes to the booking. So try that the next time you're on the call with them. Like I said, I flipped that. So on my slide, I should flip it because I flip it for me. Because I want that. And if she says no, now's not a good time, then I say, you know what? You know, I still try to get a show. I prefer the cooking show. That's my preference. But if you're doing virtual, then offer a virtual party. You know, people are busy. I will give you the words I just used with the girl yesterday because she wanted a virtual party. And I said to her, I'm going to use Julie's name because I can't remember the lady's name I just talked to yesterday. It's on my planner. Okay, so I said, oh, Julie, you know, I would love to do a virtual party, but what I'm finding right now is that people are not on Facebook as much as they used to be. You know, they're on Facebook to check in like once or twice a day, but I'm finding a lot of my hosts right now are wanting that opportunity to get their friends and families back together and around the table. Because Facebook has done very well for keeping us in each other's lives, but it's not doing very well for keeping us connected. And this is a great opportunity to get them back around, to get some FaceTime, and to share some laughs all in person. How does that sound? You know, because that's going to be like, oh, yeah, let me do that. You know, it has been a while since I've seen all the girls, or it's been a while since I've seen the guys, whatever it is. You know, give them the opportunity to say yes to the cooking show. If they say, it's crazy, I can't, my kids are blah, their schedules, let's do a virtual party. I'll go live a couple of times, whatever it is. And then, of course, offer the other opportunities as well. Okay, so Pampered Chef has a 3-2-1 success plan. This is something to live by. So I wanted to show it to you in numbers. All right, so when you are making 3 contacts a day for 5 days a week, that's 780 new contacts a year. All right, If just 1 out of every 10 of those said yes to hosting, you would add 78 shows per year. All right, you following me?
Mm-hmm.
78 shows with an average of about 500. That's 39,000 in sales, which means that's 39,000 trip points, which means that's $10,000 in commission for you just from booking those shows and doing those 3 contacts a day. So the sweet spot hits when you're doing your 3 contacts a way. You'll get your 2 shows a week. You'll get your 1 new consultant a month. That's what those 3, 2, 1 are. And when you're hitting that, you will earn every single incentive that the Pampered Chef has. That even includes our trip, okay? So with 39,000 in sales, you have 12 team members. If you're doing your 1 new consultant a month, you're gonna have over 80,000 points at that point. So you just earned yourself that trip to Hawaii, right? We're going to Hawaii. Chris already went, but he paid for his trip. We're gonna go for free. Okay, so anyways, that's what I want to tell you guys. So when you're doing 3, 2, 1, you will hit every single thing. Every sales goal Pampered Chef has, every possible incentive every month that we have, you know, you will hit it. Every trip, you'll earn it following that 3, 2, 1. Okay, so our homework last week, which I'm guessing none of you did, was to listen to the recording from Pampered Chef University. Make it a full calendar. If you have not done that, make yourself a note to do it this week. Now you'll have double the homework. And I will be checking in with you guys this week to do one-on-ones and see how your homework is going and seeing how you're following along with our program and if you want to continue and be held accountable to what you say you want, because that's what my goal is this week. So I've got all your names, all you that are here are on my list. Because again, I can only help you be as successful as you want to be. And if you tell me, okay, I want this, I want to do this, then I want to help you do it, but I need to know what you want. Okay, so since you guys didn't listen to it, I'll tell you one of my favorite takeaways from the Make It a Full Calendar is the word choices that you're going to get when you listen to that recording. Susie's usually good about telling everyone that I'm so good at words when I'm talking to people on the phone, and that comes from practice. When I first started with Pampered Chef, I would say, when someone would say no, they don't want to have a show, I'd say, okay, thanks, bye, and hang up. Right? That's typically what we do, because someone has said no to us and we immediately feel rejected. So I got out of that. And I was like, I need something else. I got to get the yes. So then I started finding out ways that I could get the yes. So I would say, okay, well, Julia, it sounds like you just got a really stressful time at work. You really could just use a night to be pampered. Why don't I just come and take care of you and your friends? I'm in and out in about 2 hours. We'll make some yummy food. We can even bring some wine. The girls will have a fun night. How does that sound? It's open-ended. I dropped my pen cap. Leave it open-ended, because then she can't say that, no, that sounds terrible. Who says wine is terrible? Nobody. Nobody. Okay, so bookings are the heart of our business, and that is how you're going to grow your business. And bookings are everywhere. So I wanted to use the analogy about fishing. I have boys, we do this occasionally, so I figure why not. Okay, so fishing is like when you're out to sea and you want to catch a fish, you use a big net, right? Because you want to try to catch lots of fish. Or you get a fishing pole and catch them one by one, right? Either way. But when you're looking for bookings, you want a big net so you can catch a lot of fish. You want a lot of bookings. So the way to do that is to work on finding bookings everywhere and to ask every single person. So I'm going to teach you how to do this when you're out and about, and also how to do it at your shows. So if you do not have pen and paper ready, this is the chance to say, grab a pen and paper. I want to take some notes. Or if you're recording this to watch it later, you'll be able to take some notes. Okay, first thing is, if you have Pampered Chef gear, wear it. If you do not have Pampered Chef logo wear, and you report to me, email, text, Facebook message, whatever, that you have completed the homework. I have got logo wear, loads of it in my closet, that I will send a fun little Happy Mail package to you with something with logo wear. So yes, feel free to do the homework. You get rewarded when you do the homework. because it's going to help you be successful. But I wear something Pampered Chef every single time that we're out, even when my husband and I are on date night, and he gets really mad at that until I recruit our waitress. And he goes, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, that's how that works. Can you just not work for once? No, I don't know how to do that. But carrying something with you that has Pampered Chef on it, taking mini catalogs with you. At the end of this class today, I am going to offer a challenge for you to pass 10 of these out over the next week. If you do not have any mini catalogs and you want some, I have them for you. You have to come get them. We're doing training at my house tomorrow. I got 10 for you. I have 70 sitting right here, 75. So I've got 10 for each of you. If you want to come and grab them from my house when we're doing training, because I want you to be successful. I will give you the resources you need to be successful. But what I do is I have these little sticky notes that look like this that I will also give you a pack of because I love you. What this does is you put this little sticky note on your mini catalog, and then when someone sees your logo wear, they typically say what? Oh, Pampered Chef, that stuff sucks. No, what do you usually hear? Oh my God, Pampered Chef, I love Pampered Chef. Right?
Yeah.
7 years of doing that, almost 7 years of doing Pampered Chef, and I've never heard someone tell me that they hate our stuff. I mean, I lied. I had one person tell me he hates our mix and shop, a husband, in front of his wife. It's her favorite
That's the
tool.
best product they have.
I know. It's her favorite tool. He hates cleaning it.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what I did? I gave her a free one. That was a little mini one in pink.
Nice.
I said, I got a little cute one at the house. I'll send it to you. Give me your contact information so I can follow up with you.
Yeah.
So that's what you can do. So you can tell them, you know what, oh my gosh, when was the last time you saw a catalog? You know, what's your favorite product? I love XYZ. Whatever it is, strike up a conversation and then ask for their information. So you know what, I've got this little mini catalog with me, but what I'll do is I'll follow up with you and see if you want a big catalog. But that way you can at least get see some of the new stuff in here. So just put like your contact information down and we'll trade. You're gonna take the contact information, you're gonna give them the little mini catalog. The key is you want to follow up with this within 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't follow up with it within 48 hours, what are you going to do with this thing?
Lose it.
Throw it away. They're going to forget about you. They don't care. You haven't done your job to follow up. They're going to go, I don't remember we talked.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can also do this, you know, where you can say, you know what, I'm actually in a challenge right now with my team to give away 10 of these this week. And, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to take all the entries and we're going to put them in a drawing for a free blah, 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 whatever you want. I will tell you, I have 1 million Season's Best catalogs. So if you want to say you've been challenged to give away a free cookbook, I've got them here for you. I can give them away for you. Sorry, this is a little messy up here. All my order, my chaos. Okay, so anyways, Pampered Chef gear while you're out and about. Being sure that you're advertising everywhere that you go, making sure you have a pen and paper handy. Those of you who came to Christmas, you got a fun little decal that said PC catalogs on board. If you put that on your car, or I should say when you put that on your car, it's going to help you to stay accountable, to keep stuff in your car that you can hand out to people. You're telling them you have catalogs. Let's make it happen. Okay, so be sure your car is ready. So this is Betty Baxter. She's actually way up north. She's a good friend of mine. She has these magnets. So if you want the magnet version so you can take it off when you're not, you know, when you're traveling or you want to take it from place to place, you can do that. Mine is an actual decal on the back of my car. And then you can, I have a girl here locally that can do it for you. But make sure that your car is ready with leads. This is a great way to not have to do anything permanent to your vehicle. And this is available on Consultant's Corner under, gosh, it's on there. If you search for PC gear, it will come up, but I can't remember what section it's under. I want to say it's under marketing and imagery. Might be under that one. But, you know, you want to make sure that you have all of this ready to go. So I want you to be thinking about doing business everywhere you normally go. So some of these establishments, you may or may not go to, but if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going to the post office, if you're shopping, if you're going to the bank, try to go into the bank instead of going through the drive-thru. Because then you can put visual in front of them and say, Pampered Chef, yeah, so great, whatever it is. And then when you're out there, compliment them. Like, this is what my husband gets mad at me about, because I always compliment our waitress on how great she is at her job. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are so good at your job. You're just so personable. I'm always looking for people like you on my team. Well, what do you do? That's what you get. Because they're like, well, what do you do if you're looking for people on your team? I say, then you want to have a 30-second commercial. So mine might sound something like this. Well, I teach people how to cook really quick meals in under 30 minutes using some of the best kitchen tools on the market. Right? 30 seconds. Tells them what I do without telling them I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. I do direct sales. I teach how to cook budget-friendly meals or whatever it is in under 30 seconds. I'd love to get you and your friends and family together to make some good food. It's like watching a cooking show on TV, but you get to eat the food. That's the best part. So, and then you kind of build your contacts that way. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen a Pampered Chef show. Oh my gosh, my mom used to have those years ago. These are all the things I hear. Well, it's your turn. Let's pamper your kitchen. I will tell you, I wore a shirt that on the back of it, it says, keep calm and book a Pampered Chef party. And I was getting my card detailed because I was trading it in. And the girl behind me goes, what kind of party is that? I want to do one.
Oh my God.
Well,
you have the most
let's do
luck.
it. So I told her about Pampered Chef. I told her what I do, and we booked a party right there in the car wash.
Nice.
And I said, well, wait till my car gets done. I've got a little packet in there I'll give you. So you can start letting people know to start coming. Business is literally everywhere you can think of. So like in the checkout line, go to a regular line. Don't self-check yourself out. Give whoever is around you a compliment. Person in front of you, oh my gosh, your daughter's adorable. I bet she's a great help in the kitchen, isn't she? Or if she's trying to get into all the food, oh, I bet she's a handful. Whatever it is that you want to say, make conversation. And then, I can't wait to try these brownies at home. Don't they look amazing? Whatever it is, strike up a conversation. And a lot of times you'll start to talk to each other, especially if you're in a really long line waiting to check out. There's like two cashiers open and you're waiting forever. Find a way to strike up a conversation and bring it back to Pampered Chef. Ask them first, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm working at blah, blah, blah. That always has them ask, well, what about you? And instead of telling them your actual day job, oh, I'm a manager at Starbucks, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I'm doing Pampered Chef and I'm having so much fun teaching people how to cook. Oh, be ready with your 30-second commercial and have your little mini catalog or door prize slip ready to have them fill out to exchange it or tell them about one of your favorite products or something like that. Don't forget your cashier. I'm always shopping for ingredients. I do a cooking club. Jasmine's in my club. So I do a cooking club, and I always have my recipes with me when I go shopping. And so every single time the cashiers will go, oh my gosh, what are you making? This looks phenomenal, like just the ingredients. So I'll tell them, I'll leave my recipes with them because my information is on them. And I'll let them know, I do these fun cooking classes at my house. If you're interested, I'd love to be able to get you and your friends together for your own cooking show. And then I could teach you how to do some of these great recipes if you fill this out. And I know that they're busy, so I'll come off to the side so I can have them fill it out in between people. And then I say, you know what, I'm going to follow up with you in a day or so and just see what you think. No harm, no foul. Keep going from there. Okay, so that is checkout strategy. Okay, so when you're at work, be sure that everyone knows you're a Pampered Chef consultant. Melanie just started a new job. So she wants to make sure that everyone knows that she's a Pampered Chef consultant, because the worst thing ever is to be invited to a party from one of your coworkers because they don't know you sell. And you're like, dude, I've been doing this. So you want to make sure that they know that you're a consultant. You want to bring recipes. If you're trying recipes for the week, try recipes and bring them to the break room at work. And let them know that you used your new Pampered Chef tools, that this is a great new Pampered Chef recipe. Leave your catalogs in the break room as long as there's no restrictions at your job. And then let them know that Let them know that you're putting in an order on such and such date if they need anything. You know, but as you're going around, wherever you can think of, when you have doctor's appointments, dentist office, if you're taking your pets to the vet, if you've got an emergency at the hospital, or if you work at a hospital, these are all different ways, because guess what? All of these people love when you can bring them food, right? You show up at your doctor's appointment and you bring them some brownies and some mini catalogs and say, oh, I just wanted to come treat you guys since I'm already going to be here, or even when you're not going to be there. I just wanted to come treat you guys with some yummy brownies today. You know, I'm here doing some stuff with my Pampered Chef business, so I just wanted to see if anyone wants some catalogs, and I could check back in a couple of days if anyone needed anything. Treat them with cool food. They will love you forever. Bring Pampered Chef recipes to church potlucks, to events that your kids are involved in, to any sporting events, you know, where you can be out and about. Anywhere you can think of. I know Julia's doing, she goes to Weight Watchers a couple of times a week. So bring a yummy Weight Watchers friendly recipe that's Pampered Chef style and tell them all about what you use to make it, or that you're trying this whole new thing. And then that's a way to get them excited about what you're doing. Another great way is to host, when you're already going to be doing a garage sale or yard sale, set up a little table. Usually I'll have my kids, so Jasmine, this might work for yours. Yours are a little bit younger than yours, but my kids will set up a lemonade stand. So if you're doing a yard sale and you need a lemonade stand, Sean has one that's mobile. He'll come to you, make some money. But they'll set up a lemonade stand to draw people in, because it draws in families, draws in the kids, because there's another kid there. And then I always have a stack of old catalogs and drawing slips with a little thing, you know, entering for a free dinner and dessert from the Pampered Chef. If they want to get entered, I'd love to be able to pamper them, and they're welcome to take one of my old catalogs with them. Do your own raffle for something, you know, those kind of things, or on those Facebook garage sale books. Another great place is when you are doing like vendor fairs. So I know Julia has done one right now so far, right? You've done a vendor show?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a great place to set up. You can set up, you can have them fill out a drawing slip. This is a way, so Melanie and I were talking about how do you get out of your circle vendor events. I do a radius. I look at my city and all the cities that touch my city to see where I can set up a booth. And I go to their city pages and see what's coming up. So I can say, hey, do you have a Pampered Chef? I'd love to get involved. Because they're going to be inexpensive when they're local, like $25, $30 to go and get some leads. This is an example from my friend Brian Parker. He likes to set his table display a little high, so that way it draws the eye up. This is a great way. Mine looks very similar to this on certain occasions where I will bring a lot of different products around. But you know what? If you don't have all this product, don't worry about it. You can bring every product that came in your new consultant kit and have more than enough to show people about all the cool stuff Pampered Chef has going on right now, and be able to have them enter that drawing for a free dinner and dessert. But it just brings them up to your table to go, oh, Pampered Chef, this is new. Because that's what they're going to say, oh, I haven't seen this before. And it gives them a way to interact with you. If you're looking for a way to get in touch with people, also realtors are a great way to go. If you have a friend who's a realtor, or someone that you know that's a realtor, offer to help them with housewarming gifts, with realtor closing gifts, because they're already selling a home. Now here's something for the home that they can do for their clients that's going to help them as well. So if there's new neighbors, introduce yourself, make yourself, you know, bring them some brownies, let them know who you are. And then landing the big fish. So how about landing those really big shows, right? So you want a $1,000 show, you got to work on those wedding showers and fundraisers. Okay, those are where you're going to get your big shows. Wedding showers are great, especially if you know people who are getting married or you're referred to people who are getting married. We are the only bridal registry that gives the bride free products. Okay, so when they have all of their family and friends buying off of their wish list, they're going to get free stuff. So that works out really well. Finding bridal fairs, hooking up with bridal boutiques, wedding planners, cake decorators, all those people to let them know who you are, gets that word of mouth going. And then we do have an amazing gift registry as well. Fundraisers, anyone and everyone can use to raise money for something. Julia is doing a fundraiser right now for her friend Hannah. Melanie just booked a fundraiser for her athletics department. Who do you know that could use some extra money right now? Which organizations could use that? There's a ton of different causes that you can raise money for, but that's going to be a great way to think outside the box to get those extra parties on your schedule. And we can talk more in depth about fundraisers if you want to know logistically how that happens. That's what Melanie and I's call was today. All right, this one, if you go back to your launch list, you could have gotten this cute little booklet in your consultant kit that says My Recipe for Success. And that one is going to walk you through your Frank's list, which is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and people you know through your kids and your spouse. Be thinking of colleagues, couples, current and past neighbors, people who are on your holiday greetings card list, you know, coworkers, previous coworkers, current coworkers. Make a list and then be sure to touch that list every day. You'll realize you have more people on there than you think you remember. You know, people who are always posting food pictures on Facebook, reach out to them. That's that Frank's list I was telling you about. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and people through your contacts. All right, my favorite booking script. Hi, Julia. This is Christina with the Pampered Chef. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. Find out how she is. I'm so excited because there's some really fun things or incredible things going on right now with Pampered Chef, and I thought of you because I know how much you love to cook. So I'm so excited that I'm doing parties this month, and our host rewards and bonuses are fabulous. Do you have a minute to talk about it, to hear about it? If no, can I call you back in an hour, or would tomorrow be better? An option. If yes, tell them what the special is, and I can post all this for you guys later. All right, so we're running out of time, so I'm trying to get through this a little quicker. Okay, so when you're planting booking seeds throughout your show, there's cards that came in your consultant kit. There's also cards under call 2 in our book. So it talks you through how to, and Jasmine, you got the 5x7 laminated cards in your kit. These are the ones that talk about the group hello, the simple selling, the confident close, and the checkout chat. Take time to review that this week, because that's going to help you to be able to talk about how you can be the facilitator of fun during the show, and how you want to get them to interact with you, and how you want to talk to them about hosting without telling them host, host, host. It's going to give you all of those word choices there for you. These are different. My shows are always station style. That's where you're setting up stations and they're working. You can do a hybrid show, which is you demoing and them working, or virtual parties are really hot right now as well. The confident close is telling them about why it's awesome to book their own show, what the current host gets when they do show, and having them fill out their door prize slip. If you're doing virtual parties, you can have them do their door prize slip virtually. You can do a Google Docs and have them fill it out so you can be able to contact them later. If you need help with Google Docs, then I can help you with that too. I'm kind of good at that one. All right, so check out chat. These are words that you can use when you are working to get them to book their own party. My kids are hollering for me, so I'm hiding. Don't come in. Anyway, so this is just, oh my gosh, we had so much fun tonight. When are you having the party at your place? You were so much fun. Whatever it is, keep talking to them about how to do that. My goal always is to book 2 parties from every show, and I let my host know that up front. 1 is to replace the show we just had, and 1 is to grow my business. All right? Or if you do 2 cooking shows and 1 catalog or virtual, that's even better. But when you work to that mentality, you're always going to be leaving with double than what you started. So it's going to help you to continue to grow your business. We've gone through this a couple of times, but it does teach you the principles of 2 bookings from every party versus 1 booking from every party. So this might be new to Julia, Melanie, and Jasmine. You remember this from last year, right? Where we did our 2 bookings from every party. But it basically walks you down how when you have your 6 parties booked, 2 cancellations, 4 parties held in your first month, but you book 2 shows from each of those, now you have 8 new parties. And it keeps going down until month 4, you have 32 new parties. But when you're only doing 1 party from every show, when you have those cancellations, by month 4, you're out of business. So this is a great visual for why it's important to let your host know that your goal is to book 2 shows from every show. When you're doing fundraisers, when shows are booked on your calendar, the fundraising organization gets an extra cash bonus. I never tell them it's just $3. Because $3 doesn't sound like a lot of money. But Pampered Chef will give an extra cash bonus to every party that's booked and dated on my calendar before we close out the fundraiser. That sounds a little bit nicer. I mean, you can still let your organizer know, hey, we're going to get $3 for every party that's booked, so let's book 10 of them. It's an extra $30 right there. You know, whatever it is. Okay. We are going to be talking about host coaching next week. But these are some other strategies for your booking shows at your cooking shows. Make sure that you're on time, your tools are cleaned, that you're using our high ticket dollar items. Those are items over $50. So if you're using your manual food processor, your grill pan, your rock crocs, those kind of products, that's going to help you to book shows. People will say, I don't really want to pay $60 for that, but I'll get it for free. So use your big tickets. Those will help you get your shows on your calendar. And then, yeah, it's just going to keep, you know, once you get your shows booked, that's this today's call is to help you where to find your bookings, how to get your shows booked, words to use for that. And we are going to be talking next week about once you have that show booked, how do you coach them? So this is a little snippet to next week. You want to make sure that your host feels special. Make sure that your show is fun and that it focuses on those high ticket items. That if you're doing virtual parties, that you're doing those booking posts, that you're offering a full service checkout either in phone call once they place their order or direct message, and that you book in close. What that means is you're not going to say, oh, let's book your party for July. You're going to say, hey, my next round of virtual parties is happening February 2nd. Do you want me to add you to that list? Because guess what? They're going to go, you know, whenever you tell them you have availability. I always say I'm like a doctor's office. I always give them 2 dates. When you go to the doctor's office, they don't give you their whole calendar for you to pick your next appointment. They say, okay, Jasmine, do you want a morning or an afternoon? And you're going to say, you know, let me do an afternoon.